So yeah, I want to do a video on the difference between business coaching and therapy. And it's an interesting concept because it probably does interweave with itself and cross over. But I'd say in general, the biggest ways I describe it is that, business coaching doesn't have the same, the goals are different, right? You come to business coaching because typically you want your business to be more successful. You want to be more successful as a business owner. You want to be more knowledgeable, skilled, and we're mostly talking about the logistics of business with a huge emphasis on the emotional health of the owner, because that's a huge part of business success is how's the owner doing. So that's where the therapy kind of comes into play, but it's more under a coaching style. So the primary goal is not to come to get over depression or anxiety or OCD, or work on a marital relationship. Like that may be part of coaching to some degree, but that wouldn't be the goal. Whereas business coaching, that's the goal, is primarily working on the business. That's our context. And then the other stuff gets covered for sure, but it's not our primary focus in the meetings. I guess other like technical differences is, therapy has a different confidentiality. Therapy has different sort of rules and regulations around that sort of thing. So that would be a little bit different, and I can go into those details on a one-on-one call in terms of like what that would look like. And then business coaching also allows us to have a little bit different relationship where I can come to your business site, I can meet with different employees if you'd like, or leadership, or we can figure that out together. But there's more flexibility with the business coaching relationship, whereas with a therapy client relationship, we have to be much more restrictive in terms of our outside relationships, just to keep the therapy more solid. So whatever that's worth. So hopefully that helps kind of explain it. But in some ways it really is a crossover. And that's one thing I love about the business coaching that I've received. The best business coaching really is psychological in nature, emotional in nature. And anybody that knows, what it's like to run a business or to start a business, you definitely have to think about your emotional health and your mental health. So I love that I have that background as a therapist. I think that makes it'll be much more solid and effective to have a business coach that has both those angles. But I also feel like I have a ton of those business skills and the logistics and the actual strategies that come with the business coaching I've done for so long. And also I run my own business, and then also I've studied business really well. So whatever that's worth. All right. Thank you.